Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, episode 73, recorded in Kendy's box room.
You were born simple, Ray.
I'm not where to start.
Did you ever hear that one?
Oh.
Your man was born in the bend and you hadn't been straight since. That's a great one, isn't it? I think I'm going to have a biscuit myself.
Thanks. Thanks for the biscuits. They're lovely.
Oh, no bother at all, man. They're McMickey's.
They're what now?
McMickey's digestives.
Is this the ASMR stuff you're talking about? Stop it. Don't do that to the people. Don't do that to the people.
That's called...
erotic ASMR.
No, that's called the junkie's chest AMR. Because I have a junkie's chest on me. A chest like a junkie's carpus.
In a bad way.
It's not the Peroni virus now, but I just have a bit of a cold is all. So don't be panicking in here. Ooh, don't be shaking hands with Kendy. He had the Peroni virus. I don't have the Peroni virus.
What did you call it? It's hard when we're eating biscuits and drinking tea to do a snappy, on fire podcast. You have to stop for a second. You lose all the flow.
It's called the Peroni virus. They all do have it. The Italians, every Italian has it. You know that? It's true as God.
I love the way you picked another beer. You know, you weren't happy with Corona.
I felt bad for Corona, man. And Peroni's shite. So let's let them get out of it.
Do you think when they called it the coronavirus, do you think they gave any thought at all to the...
But do you not hear all the Americans aren't drinking the Corona anymore because they think it gives them the virus?
What?
All the hicks.
Ah, no.
They're down about 300 million or something. How stupid are they? Like,
what do they want to do?
How stupid are people? It's not Corona. It doesn't come from Corona. Keep the lime coming. It doesn't. That's not where it comes from at all.
I seen a poster for a pub somewhere, I won't say where, which were advertising the coronavirus party, and they were doing cheap Coronas. And I don't think the poster went out because they shut them down.
Did you see?
That's not good.
Did you see, Ray, the people who got quarantined in the brothel? Huh? A brothel had to get shut down for you had to self isolate in the brothel.
No way.
Explain that one.
Great crack.
Huh? I'm telling you, Nick, I only went in because I was collecting Ray, you see. And sure, then they got locked down.
Which should have cost you a fortune.
Huh? You'd have the bank account cleaned out. What else would you be doing?
14 days in the brothel.
Yeah, so what else would you do?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Jeez, you'd have to have a go at something like. You don't go to the carnival, man, knocking on the bumping cars. Or an old merry-go-round or something like,
Episode 73, folks. How are ye?
Welcome. How are ye? Is right.
We're right in the middle of the pre-pandemic.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's going to get that far with it?
I think so.
You think?
Sure, it's up on... Jesus, I'm after hitting my banjo string there. Wait, I hit it again. I don't know will it get that far. But sure, there's fucking 40 cases tonight now on the Republic. On the island of Ireland.
They've everything shut down. But would you be worried, Ray, that perhaps it's just another strand of the flu, like?
What do you mean, would I be worried?
As in, that perhaps epidemic and pandemic and all them words are maybe quite strong to be using. Now, I know that's all good and well saying that when people actually might be dying from it, like.
See, this is
but sure, loads of people die from the flu anyway.
True, very true. Now, I've heard a good bit of commentary on this now.
Right.
It's hard not to.
Here we go. We're going to get down to into the middle of it. Ray's going to give you some political commentary.
And especially, it can't be political because I work for the Department of Government.
You can't, okay.
So that I'll have to say something close to it.
Some people are saying. Just you say what my mother says. They say.
They say?
They say now.
Do you know what they say?
What did they say?
They say that I can see why there's panic over it.
They can see why there's panic
Sorry,
over
they
it.
can see. You're right, yeah. You're right. Flu kills a ball of people every year. Even Trump said it, right? That's grand. But the mortality rate in this yoke is a fair smidgen greater than the flu.
Yeah.
And the second thing is you don't know what way it's going to mutate.
Yeah, that's the real problem.
And when I was hearing the debates about it, you'd always hear kind of one lad would be kind of concerned and the other lad would be going, they're making too much of a bother about nothing.
Yeah.
And a part of me doesn't agree with the boy that says too much of a bother about nothing because you are talking about more people dying than your normal flu.
Yeah.
So this is like, Grant, we already had people dying with the flu.
Yeah.
Now we have an extra 2% that may tip on. And that's not great.
And the problem with this coronavirus is that they don't have a vaccination for us. You know, every November or December you go in, I don't do it.
You
it's
get
the
the
doctor.
flu.
And you say, give me the flu jab, will you? And they are basing that off what they think is going to be the strand of flu that is going to hit
Yeah.
in the January, February, and all that.
Yeah.
And they guess and they say, I think it's going to be this one. I'm going to shoot this into you. They don't have any of that for the Peroni virus yet. That is where the problem lies.
Yeah. I do think it's something to be worried about. But I was thinking about this.
It is, but sorry, before we go any further as well,
Right.
the same rules apply regardless now. Don't be sneezing in boys' faces anyway, even if you don't have the Peroni virus.
And wash your hands.
Yeah, and wash your hands, you dirty pigs out there, everybody. Oh, they're smelly and everything. You're awful people. Go out and wash your hands. Don't be sneezing in people's jaws.
Kendy.
Use hand
Kendy,
sanitizer.
you're preaching a small bit
anyway.
there now. Take it down a notch.
I'm just saying.
Take it down a notch.
I'm only saying.
Come on now.
Let me say.
I will.
I've said.
Right. Jesus. What were we even talking about? I was going to say something myself, and now you made me forget.
Sorry, I got too excited. What were you going to say?
Coronavirus, the other thing. Oh yeah, I was giving some thought to how me and you might work from home.
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
I know, but like we can't. That's if I get quarantined here.
You on the boy Skype gigs?
Well, I don't know. That's the good thing. The roadcast that we bought last year, that invested all the money in.
Yeah.
I can ring in from my house.
No.
And we can record a podcast.
No.
So we can do the podcast from home.
Yes, we can. I can buy a bubble.
So and
Stay
then
in the bubble.
What's the help of God, the Department of Government will go, right, that's that. You know, work from home. So if I end up working from home, I'd be able to do the podcast with you.
No.
Actually, there'd be no difference or change in any of my life at that minute.
It's
It's pretty much the same.
how can they go and do gigs?
There's where I was about to get to.
Yeah.
How can a musician work from home?
They can't.
Well, I'll tell you how it is.
Go on.
When I was abroad in Austria, wasn't there a bloody DJ above on the television
Oh.
in the pub?
Yeah.
And the same DJ was playing in 8 pubs. It was a DJ in a film studio, right?
Yeah.
Banging out tunes on the camera, and all the different pubs just tuned into that television station.
No way. That's a great idea.
Yeah, so hot fuss can just find themselves a little studio somewhere
Yeah.
and bang out tunes.
Yeah.
And lads can tune in whenever they want.
But it has to be directed into people's living rooms because they won't be in the pubs either if it's a pandemic or an epidemic. So if you want to go to a half house gig and do it in the comfort of your own pajamas.
Yeah. Channel
Yeah.
737.
That's right. Channel 912 on your Skybox.
Yeah.
We're live right now.
Yeah.
That's Johnny lying on that couch.
So that's that. We'll get to playing
It's not a
songs in
bad
minute.
idea.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I suppose people do it anyway with music videos and fucking Spotify and all that.
I'd enjoy now watching you 24 hours
A live
a day.
one. A live gig. How's it going, folks? You're very welcome to your own living room, folks.
Teas and coffees over there.
Teas and coffees over the far side,
By
folks.
the fridge.
Give it up for the happy couple, folks. On the
And then you
couch.
just flash a picture of the happy couple.
Yeah. They're in their own.
They're in their own house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Live feed from the happy couple, folks.
There we go. First dance. Get down off the table, Maura.
Oh, God.
So that's the...
Self-isolating musicians.
There we go. Self-isolating musicians. There's no one thinking of them, is there? No. Huh? Well, that's the Peroni virus. I don't have it, Ray. Do you have it?
Not yet.
No. So we're safe enough.
I don't mean to jinx it, but I've been extremely healthy this last while.
Okay, well...
I've been taking calcium magnesium tablets.
What?
They're tablets my old lad said. I do suffer from the owl indigestion.
Right, yeah.
Right?
As do I.
I do have to take an odd Nexium.
Yeah.
As everybody knows.
Yes.
Right? And my father had to take, well, he went to some healer or something. Or no, something.
You got the shoes redone.
Something.
A healer.
Yeah.
You've had rehealed the shoes.
Oh, that.
very good.
No, went to someone anyway. I think it was about his hip at the time. But anyway, the book or the lady or whoever he went to told him there's a ball of these tablets you should be taking.
Okay.
Right? And the father started taking the whole lot and then found that he had no heartburn after it.
Right.
So he couldn't figure out which one of the tablets was stopping the heartburn.
Okay.
So he advised me to start taking the whole lot of them.
Having said that, Ray's hips are in great condition.
They're
since.
in great condition, but for some reason there was an adverse side effect that not an adverse, a lovely positive side effect that he lost the heartburn.
Oh, that's great.
So I tipped into Holland and Barrett.
Yeah, but he grew an extra leg or something.
I tipped into Holland and Barrett, bought a load of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you buy calcium tablets?
Calcium magnesium tablets.
That's for the bones.
Yeah, it's no harm.
That'll keep the bones going on you.
Yeah.
Would you have to say the lump of Calvisa with the gorgeous blonde little girlie that used to be on the package? Do you remember her?
Yeah.
The Calvisa girl.
Why did they wrap them in little bits of plastic? Like Calvita singles.
That was tinfoil, wasn't it?
No, they were little, what?
Was it not? They're not wrapped in tinfoil.
No, little bits of plastic.
Were they?
Yeah.
No, that was the
they
baby
were
bell.
difficult to get off.
That was the baby bell.
The baby? No, it's not. The baby bell is in the bits of tinfoil.
Come here. How processed was those cheeses we were eating when we were children?
I don't like to think.
Yeah, because you want to be taking it straight from the cow's tit and then churned up at your house and ate it.
Churn up.
You want to churn up at your house and ate it straight from the cow's tit. They were awful processed, that Calvisa stuff.
You'd wonder what it did to us.
Sure, look what it did to us.
Yeah, I
Two
suppose.
sad old bastards making a podcast. That's the cheese fault.
That's the cheese fault.
You blame the cheese.
Shut up now. We can't be blaming Calvita.
Come here, so you're taking a big load of nice supplements for yourself. Why is that?
Well, he said it stopped the heartburn. It didn't.
It didn't stop your heartburn,
It
though.
didn't start the heartburn. But I have not been sick in months.
Oh, but since you've been taking them?
Since I've been taking them, I have not been sick.
Well, someone offered me now some Backstreet stuff. Mary's Nielsen. Do you remember she was on our live show?
Oh, yeah.
Says she to me,
right?
Because I had the junkie's chest on me and I had a bad throat.
She offered you a tonic, did she?
Says she to me, Mum always says that. We'll have to get you a tonic. We'll have to get you a tonic.
Yeah.
Mary's Nielsen says, what are you taking to get yourself right for the show? Says I'm taking multivitamins.
Yeah.
B12s and C's and A's, and I got a couple of B's in geography. And she says, I have a vitamin C thing that goes straight into your bloodstream within about a half hour. And you have to take it as a shot with orange juice. And then she texted me today like an old drug dealer. She said, my supplier has none left. And nor do I. It was so Backstreet. Get in touch with your supplier because I need mine. I need my supply.
That's a marvellous
So
story.
I can't take them though.
That's a marvellous story. I was midway through that. I was going, Jesus, this is quality stuff.
Well, I tell you what, how come Ray's allowed to talk about his supplements? I can't talk about mine.
What about Flat 7-Up?
What about it?
Would that fix the Peroni virus?
But they haven't tried it yet.
That's the thing.
They haven't tried it yet, Ray. You wouldn't know.
You'd
Flat
wonder.
7-Up and a bit of toast.
White toast.
A bit of white toast.
Why is everybody going for toilet roll?
Oh, I haven't a clue.
It's like they think everyone's going to be shite themselves.
Yeah, but...
Oh, wait, no. You get a runny nose, it's a Peroni virus.
Yeah, but you buy a tissue then.
That's what they're buying all the tissue for.
Yeah, but did someone say to me, this could be absolute wallop? Did someone say to me, right, that it's because the rolls in the middle of it are made in China and they're not being supplied anymore because the Chinese people...
The what?
The people who live in China, the Chinese...
The Chinese.
Yeah, the Chinese people aren't sending out though that kind of producing that kind of stuff now that they have the Peroni virus.
Right.
That could be
So you're telling me that the rolls inside toilet roll is made exclusively in China by the Chinese?
I'm not telling you that.
You're not.
Someone else is telling me
Someone
that.
else. But that's the nature of this podcast.
Yeah, it's all...
We hear things,
Yeah.
and
we make
roughly
them true.
translate them then.
And they're true.
And they're true.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And that's why everybody's buying up all the toilet roll now.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
there'd be none left.
And like
Could you imagine a toilet roll without the little bit of thing in the middle?
But you... Like... That's a world no one wants to live in, really.
No, you're right. Imagine if 2 toilet rolls got tangled up and... Yeah, that'd be... No, you wouldn't want that.
Ray, you're scaring me.
Sorry.
Stop now.
And kitchen roll. Kitchen roll's gone too.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
And all the hand sanitizers.
That has the oak in the middle
Come
of it.
here, right? This is a thought that's been on my mind for a number of days this week.
Uh-huh.
If you ran out of toilet roll,
What would you use?
what would you do?
But we're living in the Stone Age, Ray.
Right?
We shouldn't be using toilet roll at all.
What should be using? An old dry cloth.
No, there's only one thing for the human chassis, and that's a bidet.
Oh,
The bidet is the cleanest way.
right.
That's the way to go.
Would you be looking at... You don't have a bidet, so would you be
No,
looking
but
at
you
taking
know-
a bath every time you...
No, yeah, I'd be shoving a fucking shower hose up me for all the good it does me. But we haven't caught on to that, Ray.
Imagine, though, if every time you took poo, that you have to take a bath.
But every time you did it, you still lit a candle and all that kind of stuff.
You'd go the whole way.
Yeah, I took a proper bath every time.
The problem with you is that Nicola will be running baths twice or 3 times a day.
3 times a day, probably at some stage.
Jesus.
I'm a regular mover, Ray. I'm a very regular mover.
Oh, I think we've reverted back to our old ways.
Anyway, we should be on the bidet. Yeah, shy talk. I know. Anyway, what do you want to talk about, Ray? Come on.
I suppose we may as well... Jeez, tonight is Tuesday.
We're 2 days out.
Tonight is Tuesday, and we put an episode out last week, and it was described as an infomercial.
It was like when you're getting sold Hoovers at 2 a.m. on telly shopping.
It was 40 solid something minutes of blowing smoke up your hole.
Little bit, yeah. Little bit.
And some of our regular listeners,
Yeah.
Alan, I'm almost done,
Yeah.
just not happy.
He wasn't happy with it at all.
No, he just said, Jez, you were going local and then you went pure local.
Yeah.
So...
Well, we were very local. It was to do with Kendy. It was like this house, like.
I know.
That's how local it was.
It's very... Yeah, but now it's 2 days out. When this goes out, it'll be the night of it.
Yeah.
It'll be a Thursday.
That's right, yeah. We're 2 days away. Can I give it one more?
I suppose. Sure, look at... Tell us, how are you getting on? Are you nervous?
Okay,
or?
well, let me... Okay, well, let me first of all explain what we're on about is Kendy is in a musical this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the Hawkswell Theatre. It's called The Boy from the Far Side of the Moon.
Oh, Jesus.
And I am
Part of me
playing the role
is sorry I ever feckin' mentioned this on this shagging podcast because it's just been this for months. Just sick to the teeth of it, to be honest with you. I just wish at this point he'd just feckin' shut up about it. Like, I'm going to be so happy next week when it's over and done with and we can get back to the normal run of this podcast where there's no talk about musicals and no talk about sniffing cocaine out of young ones' arses and just normal talk where he's not walking around with difficulty getting into rooms because his head is that big. I'm just done.
Maybe acting is something that I could... Are you listening to me?
Yeah, of course I am.
All right, okay.
Sorry, why would
You look like you were dozing away there for a second.
No. I've probably heard the story before.
You look like you're in your own head. Anyway, that's where it is. So make sure you come and
So tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night, 12th,
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
12th, 13th, and 14th.
No,
There you are now.
there we are now.
All right.
Anyway, come on, let's move off the musical thing, man, now, because I don't want to be boring the arse of everyone, but just make sure you go. Still a few Wilson Pickets left.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you. Come on, man. What's going on with you?
Thanks very much for inquiring about my life for change.
What's that mean?
That's nothing. Just fine. Things have been a bit about you lately.
You're acting odd, man.
No, I'm fine. I signed up for a course.
All right.
I did.
What?
Now, don't you think about doing this as well and ruining my crack. This is my thing now.
Okay.
Because the last time I said I did something, you went and did it better.
I'm not... What's the course?
I get ripped out of a course.
I could get way more ripped out of it than you could.
There was a get ripped out of a course advertised. It's an 8-week get ripped out of it course. And it's done by our old friends down in Rom.
Right.
Do you remember Carly and Tony?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Can we please explain to people, what was Carly's name, we'll say it like a year ago or more?
Oh, that's very good.
What was her name?
Right, well, Carly Layden.
Yeah, Carly Layden is
Carly
her name.
Layden is the lady who runs the Range of Motion Rom gym here in Sligo.
Yeah.
And she runs it in conjunction with her husband.
Terry Quinn.
Yes.
But they're together.
We like to call him Tony. But that's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is Carly was a Layden.
Yeah.
And now she married Terry Quinn.
Yeah.
And now she is...
Carly Quinn.
Wow.
How amazing is that?
That's marvellous.
Carly Quinn, let's go.
Star of the movies.
The Batmans.
The Batmans. Is it the Batman?
The Jokers.
Oh, it's them crowd.
Yeah,
That's the Marvel crowd, is it? The Marvel universe.
She was in the Batmans.
She was.
Wasn't? Yeah, and she's in her own film now called Carly Quinn versus the Rams.
That's right. The what?
The Rams.
Is it the Rams?
I don't know.
No, that'd be very...
Anyway.
So
you're getting ripped out of it with
they
Carly.
advertise an 8-week course.
Get ripped out of a course.
Get ripped out of a course with Carly and Aoife Clancy.
Yeah, Aoife Clancy.
Aoife Clancy, she looks after the nutrition.
And she is... The great thing about that course is they're all ripped out of it.
They are.
So it's,
They prove that you can get there.
Yeah, this can get ripped out.
I'll be honest with you. They spend a lot more time at it than I do. So...
How long have you been at this course, Ray?
I have been 3 weeks at it.
Right.
Now, don't be looking at me like that.
You've 5 weeks left to get ripped out of it.
And why? Is it, do you not see the progress?
Huh? What?
Look at them guns.
Look at that.
Look at them guns.
Look at that.
That's ripped out of it.
That is
now,
full
there's only
ripped out
little
of
bits of me that are ripped out of it so far.
Okay, well, why don't you... Look.
Right, okay.
Take
8-week
through,
course, yeah.
Let's get through this, come on.
8-week thing. Basically, what happens is...
This fellow, what is he on about this time? My God almighty, like... Do you know what the thing is, actually, which is really getting to me, is that he's seeing me prosper, and now he thinks, oh, I'll go to the gym and outdo Kendy, like... Raybo thinking he can outdo Kendy. There's no one can outdo Kendy. Jeez, I'm savage. Oh, do you know what I love more than anything? Being me. Oh, I wouldn't change it for the world. Honest to God. Is he still going here? Oh, it's okay. I've probably got a couple more minutes. Stay in your own hen, Kendy. The solitude of it. Oh, just be yourself is all. Oh, beautiful silence.
You know, but I'm eating good now. And are you listening to me?
Huh?
Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
You hear anything I just said there?
You're getting ripped out of it. I've it sounds great. Sounds great. So how many weeks have you left? One?
I have 5 left.
5, I mean. I know.
Yeah.
Sounds great, Ray. Honest to God.
Thanks.
Go on, Ray, because I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, yeah. Can I fill you in on some of my experiences in the gym?
Okay, go on.
I wouldn't have gone to the gym now in a while.
Okay.
Do you know what's involved in going to the gym?
Lifting pure loads of weights.
Well, in my case, not really.
Okay.
Do you know the way you get the big barbell thing?
Yeah.
And you stack all the weights on it?
Aye.
Do you want to know how many weights I'm doing?
How many weights are you doing?
None, just the bar. All I'm able to lift is just the bar is 20 shagging kg on its own.
Right, okay.
So me flat out, just about able to lift the bar up and down.
Just lifting a small child.
Do you know another thing?
Go on.
Squatting.
Yeah. Oh, you're squatting away?
I can't squat.
Yeah, because you haven't an arse to your name.
I don't.
You're
But
having a cheek, man.
between squatting and lunging, two things I'd never thought I'd have to do in my life.
Right.
Because both of them are extremely painful to me. The first week I was on the course, I couldn't use the stairs and work. I had to go up and down the lift.
Let's get you on the stair lift.
The service officer was laughing his arse off at me because every morning I come in and hobble into the lift and up to the first floor. There's only one floor in the fucking office.
But Ray, that's a sign that it's working though.
What do you mean? No, it's a sign I'm getting injured.
No pain, no gain.
Another week, I pulled a muscle at my lower bicep.
Right.
Right? And I walked around like I had my hand in an invisible sling. 3 days.
Did you make your own sling? You should have.
I should have made a sling.
I would have owned bail and twine.
Because I was walking around like this.
Is there classes every week that you're supposed to attend?
I attended a class.
Right, what
the
kind of
first
class?
Week. It was a kind of a torturous kind of affair where I was made to do things that I didn't want to do.
But you had to give it.
But I got through it.
It's not war, like.
No, it's not. The second class I went to now was with I brought Sean Riley with me.
Oh, but he'd run all day, man.
He loved it.
He's lethal.
He said he wouldn't, if he didn't come out of the class sweating and in a hape, he said he would feel like he didn't get his money's worth.
But he's never in a hape.
And that's because he's from Cavan.
He run all day, man.
Yeah, he would.
Sure, he's running from everyone.
In fairness, I was enjoying watching him because he struggled a wee bit lifting the things above his head.
No way.
Bit of an Achilles heel.
Oh, we found the Achilles heel on the Sean Riley.
Yeah, you could see it in him now.
Is it the arms?
The arms, yeah.
He's
long, gangly arms.
Yeah, he's got bad old monkey arms, man.
Yeah, but I suppose when he has long arms, longer than me.
Yeah.
So he has to push it further.
Yeah, they're for reaching down into the bottom of his pocket. That's why Cavan men have long arms.
That's very good.
It's for finding the loose change.
So, anyway, he came with me one night. That was good. It was good to have a bit of company, Not crack out of it.
How often can you go to, number one, to get ripped out of it, and also to make the most of the money that you've given these people to get ripped out of it?
Well, Carly said I have to go 3 times a week.
You have to go 3 times a week.
I go 2 times by myself.
Right.
Right? And then I have to go to a class.
Yeah.
And I do mix up the classes.
Do that. Like, can't start classes I will to a conch for you.
Kettle Rex.
Jesus.
Right.
Okay, that's banging on the tea, making tea.
Busting kettles.
Push the kettles up. Old kettles.
Yeah,
like
and
scrap,
breaking things with kettles.
Right, scrap heap job. Okay.
Yeah, what is it? Arms and abs.
Arms and abs.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
arms, no abs.
Okay, right.
That was a tough class.
So the arms are there. You just want to get the
bums
abs.
and tums.
Oh, bums and tums. This all sounds like mothers who just had triplets and they're
There's
trying to
another
get it tightened up again. Like,
There's another one called Caveman. And
All
I'm
right.
very interested to see what that's about.
come here, listen to me for a sec. Are you doing battle ropes?
No, but last night I was in,
Okay.
and there was 2 young ones doing battle ropes.
Oh,
And I thought the whole place was going to fall down.
yeah.
I didn't know what it was, the noise.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Oh, Jesus.
That's tough now. It looks like it's not, and that's fair tough now.
Yeah.
Are you doing circuit training, Ray?
No, I haven't. I might go. I might do
Circuit
that.
training is good now.
Do you like the circuits?
Yeah. Can Kendy go with you? You brought Sean Riley with you.
Yeah, I can bring you.
Can I go to one of them?
Absolutely.
Because I get twice as ripped out as you
But
will.
you can't do a single squat because if you do, that arse of yours will burst out of the pant.
I've got pants that have some give in them, Ray.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can drop it like Shakira. Or Bianchi.
Come here, would you enjoy getting ripped out of it?
I don't know really what I enjoy getting ripped out of it. Do you want to know why?
Why?
I don't like the persona that goes with it. Unbeknownst to yourself. Even if you don't want the persona.
But now, mind you,
You have to have your arms out here.
I haven't started doing now Instagram videos of me squatting stuff now.
How's it go, folks? Get the hands involved in the video. Just going to do a couple of things. Trying to get your mindset right is the most important thing before you go in and do any kind of training session. You know what I mean? Why are they so aggressive with their hands?
That's too close, Kendy.
Yeah, the PTs.
Too close to the bone.
They're so aggressive. It's like with their hands. It's like they're Hadouken you or something. They're like getting into your... Do you know what I mean? They put the 2 hands. How's it go, folks? You got to get your mindset right before you come in here.
Now,
No room for passengers in our gym.
the class I went to with Sean Riley, there was a fella by the name of Dennis.
Dennis.
Right?
Right.
Not the sort of fella you'd expect to be doing the arms and abs class.
Okay.
He's called Dennis. But
Dennis is an accountant.
But Dennis is lovely.
All right, okay.
He's ripped out of it.
Yeah.
Right? And he's lovely, easy going, and he's friendly, and he doesn't shout at you.
Yeah.
And I was doing things wrong, left, right, and centre, and he just come down and going, that's not right.
Okay. That's okay. That's
Maybe
a good way
try
to be.
this. And he was really nice. So he kind of bucked the trend on the owl. I was expecting to be something like a military camp.
Yeah.
Where Carly's Quinn roaring at you.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Come on!
Yeah, sometimes the women, they
Jump and give me 40!
Yeah, they'd be scarier than the fellas a lot of times, I'd say, the women.
Carly is scarier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Aoife Clancy, they'd eat you without salt.
Yeah, because she's a nutritionist.
Yeah. What you buy?
Oh, that's a good pun.
No.
Oh, scratch that one up there.
Oh, that's a belter. Put that one up. Maura, put that one up on the pun wall, please. Thank you, Maura. Aoife Clancy is ripped out of us. She unbelievable.
She's been very good to me now. I had to keep a food diary for the first week.
All right, okay.
Well, the first 4 days.
Okay.
And the first 2 days, I ate like I normally would eat.
Did she told you to eat?
No, I just said, do you know something? I'm going to give her an A and I'm going to give her a B.
Uh-huh.
So
good idea, I think.
On the first 2 days, I ate my normal stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I'm having loads of Kit Kats. I'm eating the BCCCC in the bistro, Bianconi. I'm eating banana sandwiches, loads of Roberto's chips. Sometimes I'd have the best chips.
You having the BLT abroad in the gallery?
Everything. I was eating it out of it for Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
And then Monday and Tuesday, I went in the Meals and Wheels.
The Meals and Wheels?
I got the clean cut meals.
Oh, that's right. You were doing that, sure.
I got the boxing delivered to work.
How is it going?
They're
clean.
They're clean. They're you put them in the microwave for 3 minutes, and they're just the right amount of stuff.
Right.
And then you take them out, and it's just
okay.
There's dinner.
Yeah, but see, Ray, the problem is, and I'd be the same as you when you're eating that kind of stuff. We're used to like a high salt diet. And
no, I just want bread with stuff. That's what I realised.
Yeah, but your bread, man, is chronic bad for you.
I know, but
to be filling the gut up on you, man.
If I have a Thai chicken curry, I'd like a bit of naan bread. So it's very alien to me to have the fancy clean-cut meal Thai chicken curry.
What about a bit of brown rice? Would you not just eat that? Like,
well, the rice is in it, but the rice, I don't know.
Oh, it's the bread, Ray. The bread is very bad for you.
Well, that's maybe why I'm getting ripped out of it so fast.
Yeah.
Because I've stopped eating the bread.
The bread, that is the number one culprit, says Kendy, PT Kendy. How's it going, folks? Just letting you know, Kendy here, brand new PT here in town. I did a level 3 course in Beyond College, and want to let you know the bread is the number one killer. There you go. There you heard it straight from Kendy's mouth.
Protein balls.
Oh, the ball! You ate the balls out of it.
I'm eating the balls out of it.
Cane sour protein, like what's in it? Like
they're coconut and chocolatey protein balls,
and
they're actually quite nice.
Yeah, I love coconuts.
And they fill the gap where I would normally have a purple snack.
The balls are filling in the gap.
So
lovely.
The
gap between your legs. Go on. Yeah, so you're enjoying them.
Yeah, so I'm on the clean cut meals, the protein balls. Yeah, and I'm yeah.
And you can be 100% honest with Kendy, because me and you good friends now.
Okay.
Have you strayed off the diet to eat? Maybe go, I might have a drop of a snack or no McDonald's. Or
I haven't had a snack in 3 weeks. I haven't had a Supermax in 3 weeks. Hadn't had any of them then in 3 weeks.
Oh, no way.
I did real well, yeah.
That's brilliant.
I still drank 6 pints there last week.
Yeah, but
there's no weight in them. That's just liquid.
So you piss up against the wall later on.
Exactly. Do you know what Aoife Clancy said to me I was doing the 2 days I was eating right?
Yeah.
I was eating 130 grams of sugar a day.
Right. That's really bad, obviously.
30 is the recommended amount.
130 grams.
So she said. I think there might be something wrong with her calculator, to be honest. There can't be that much in the stuff I was eating.
Eve, I think your calculator's broke because it just says boobies when you turn it upside down.
But yeah, that's what she said. And then it got better than the 2 days I was on the Meals on Wheels.
And 30 grams of sugar is what's recommended. But even that's probably natural sugars then
that's
as well.
That's restrictive enough in itself, you know.
Yeah, Jesus.
You want to
I do have 8 sugars in me tea.
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
hell.
You do not.
No, I do have 2, maybe 2.5.
You do take 2.5.
Oh, I do it.
Yeah.
I do say I put a pair of them in. I say, see that one, give him a friend.
Can you... Did I tell you about my new jeans?
No.
It's not a great story.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
I got 2 new pairs of Jack and Jones jeans.
Will you stop? No, that's the next intervention.
There is, because all I wear is Jack and Jones. It's scary.
Yeah, that's the other intervention.
My jeans, my t-shirts and my jumpers are all Jack and Jones.
What are you going to do when you get ripped out and your clothes don't fit you no more?
That means I can shop in other shops.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Jack and Jones for me was like a fat retreat. You know?
Can we do a montage?
Of me getting ripped out of it?
No, first of all, yeah, we'll do the montage of you getting ripped out of it with the Rocky music in the background.
Right.
And then we'll do a montage straight after that of us going shopping in all the wonderful shops that we have around site. And it's me sitting in the dressing room and you coming out in different outfits all the time. And in the background it's girls just want to have fun. Oh, girls. And then at the last one I'll finally put my thumbs up to say that's the outfit. And it'll be you in a lovely little lover.
I can see this has been done in EJ's because EJ's is a shop full of clothes that don't fit me.
EJ's sizes for everyone.
They do, but I just don't know. You can't be wearing around like pink t-shirts with a pair of boobs.
Yeah, But Dave, it's something for everyone in there now, Ray. Would you ever wear the Farah, no?
I'd have to look into the Farah.
Oh, you must get a pair of Farah slack. That's a Farah slack I've on me there.
But
Beautiful.
I'm now a 31 length leg.
Yeah.
So I bought the 34, 32 in Jack and Jones.
Yeah.
So 34 inch waist.
Yeah.
32 leg jean.
Yeah.
Too long.
Yeah.
So I bought the 2 pairs of jeans and I brought them straight down to the seamstresses below in Chapel Street. And I said, could you take a good 1.1 off that?
An 1.1? How would you know? So perfect.
Because he measured me.
Lovely.
He did the Joey from Friends thing.
He did. He went straight up the middle.
He put it up to the protein balls.
He said you're looking at about 9 inches there and then maybe 1.5 inches off the leg.
Yeah. But they took the 1.5 inches off, made the jean look exactly right, just an inch and a...
Ray, as you were looking at Kendy right now with this beautiful black jean I've on me, this is a Farah jean that is a 32, right?
Get away.
So, says I go into Mark Halton abroad in Aegis. Says I to Halton, I need a black jean. Says he, try that one. Says I will.
You're making an awful lot of work about this story.
Says he, how are they? Says I think they're too long on the bottom. And they're also, because they have the 32 waist, they're a little bit too wide at the bottom.
Right.
Says he, come back in 20 minutes. Says I will. I went back in. Says he, they're done. Says I'll try them on. Says he, how are they? Says I, they are perfect.
This is he, says I. It's not necessary. I know it's just you and Mark at the conversation. I can guess who's who.
Huh? But I got to make it clear for people. Look at that jean, how perfect it fits.
It's really perfect.
EJ did that in 20 minutes, Ray.
Did he tighten up the crotchale area as well?
Huh?
Because it looks very snug.
I burst it out of the
I
man
don't
in the
need to see
crotchal area.
that.
Honest to God, look at that. Look at that for a cone. Huh?
It looks like you're wearing one of them, what you call things you wear in ice hockey to protect the
cup.
hoonies. What about the buck and the rugby? Feeling the buck's stuff.
Oh, Joe Marler.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Marler got a good grab of Alwyn Jones's accoutrements.
Could anyone please just put another mark on the sports board for where Ray brought up a sporting incident? Now, it was an assault, but go on.
It was an assault. How would you think?
Well, I heard one of his teammates today, Mr. Marler's teammates, come out and say, look, lads, it was a tense situation and Joe was only trying to, relax the stuff. And apparently he's a teammate of the buck. They play on the Lions team together.
Well, yeah, they would play on the Lions team
together.
So
he knows him a wee bit.
Yeah.
So he's only trying to take his mind off the upset that was happening to his left. So you just give him a wee tickle between the legs.
I got a good grab of it now.
Yeah.
No.
And your man then, that did take his mind off the kerfuffle because all of a sudden he had been inappropriately touched.
Yeah, well, this isn't the first time this has happened now. There's been,
has Joe been at this for?
No, not Joe Marler, but just in general. That's always a way of taking an opponent's mind off it is by grabbing the balls. Vinnie Jones did this, but he grabbed full now on Paul Gascoigne's.
No, that's a different story, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this was more, because he was doing the all looking away while he was doing it.
I thought it was really, really funny when I saw it. And I know people are going to come out and say, well, that's full assaults. But, there are two men, if it was full assault, Alwyn Jones could have, if he wanted, boxed him straight into the jaw.
Yeah, sorted it out right there.
And sorted it out right there and then.
Yeah.
And not go home crying to mammy.
But
that would have been...
They didn't go home crying to mammy, did he?
No, well, Alwyn Jones wants people to investigate it, But, if I was Alwyn Kendy, I know I didn't want to get sent off, but I would have landed him 2 hands around the throat.
Yeah.
That's the way to deal with that kind of thing if you want to.
Yeah, violence.
Violence is the answer.
Come on, Kendy. That's the answer to all of life's problems. Box the head of them. Someone upsets you on a day-to-day basis. Box the head of them.
Box the head of them.
Don't want them to get investigated.
What was it Sean Riley's dad said to him all those years ago?
Don't let them know you're going to hit them.
He says if you're going to hit someone, don't be telling them.
Don't be broadcasting.
No.
Don't be telling them.
Just do it. So that's a lesson to all you. I hope if you're listening there and you have young kids, make sure they tune in now because these are life lessons, I think, for kids. Violence is always the answer.
No, it's not.
It is always. Get the kids, get them around the fire, give them the wee ice cream after the bath, and let them listen to Kendy and Raybo.
No.
Violence is always the answer.
Not.
Says Kendy, who never been in a fight in his life.
Exactly.
No.
You never even felt the warm embrace of a slap in the schnoz.
I did when I was a child.
Did you ever get a box in the jaw?
Oh, I got an almighty slap into the nose when I was about 8, I'd say.
What brought that on?
Jan Sean Connaughton back home, right?
Shout out to Sean.
Shout out to Sean Connaughton. He does listen, I think. He was messing with a friend of mine who was also his cousin, So,
right.
I mean, I shouldn't have got involved in the first place anyway.
He was messing with you and a friend of yours.
No, he wasn't messing with me at all.
He was messing with his cousin.
Yeah, messing with his cousin. So Tommy was like, oh, Sean's messing with me. I said, I'll sort that out. 8-year-old Kendy at about 2 foot tall. And Sean, was a super athlete. It was weird,
Yeah.
And Sean took upon himself the Red Riley rule.
The Red John Riley.
The Red John Riley rule.
Yeah.
I said, what are you doing with boom? He didn't wait. He didn't wait.
He just didn't let you know what he was going to do.
He boxed me in. No, and the right thing to do. Because I was ready for a verbal argument and he was ready to box me into the jaw.
You brought a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah. And he fired.
Very good.
He was dead right.
That's great. Did it teach you any lessons?
It taught me don't fight someone who's bigger than you.
Okay.
Number one, which is why I've always picked on people who are smaller. That's another life lesson out there. If you're getting bullied out there, always bully someone smaller than you again.
No,
then.
it's not. No.
I know, Ray, we gotta let these people know.
No. We have to be clear on this. I think it's very important to continually remind people that the opinions of Kendy on this show are just not true.
No, listen to me.
They're not right.
There's a hierarchy out there in the schoolyard, right? You get ate alive. If you're getting bullied by a bigger gentleman, take the bullying, don't try and fight him because it'll go worse. And then bully someone who's smaller than you then after that, because there's a line, and keep going down that
and
line.
Will that make you feel better?
Yeah, 100%. Gather the kids around. Gather the kids around the radio.
Right,
Kendy and Raybo.
Enough.
Raybo time.
Right.
After that.
I suppose that's it now. We'll be lucky to get this out Thursday. I'm sure if it's out, we did it.
We'll try our best.
We tried it.
It's probably a shorter episode, but anyway.
It is.
Yeah.
It is a shorter episode because 100%. We're flat out.
Yeah, we're flat out. But we wanted to do something for you anyway, so that's why we're here.
Yeah, and thankfully it was mostly not about the old thing you're at.
What thing? Oh, you mean the musical? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 12th, 13th and 14th. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's on in the Hawkswell Theatre, Ray. That one. Yeah, make sure you go to it.
I'm sure now it's all
We'll
sold
see
out
you
at
there.
this stage.
Raybo, shout-outs.
Okay.
Did you see the tremendous message we got there?
What tremendous message? Oh, wait. Something about Bintang.
Kira, Canada.
Right, I didn't see that one. Oh, can I do my one first?
Yeah, of course can.
Someone by the name of Walsh. Is it Walsh?
Walsh, lad.
Yeah, he sent us a picture of some unbelievably stunning young one abroad somewhere. You're after looking at that there
I'm
now.
only have to see this on the Instagram. Whoa.
Yeah, and what is she looking for Bintang?
Thinking about Bintang. Oh, Jesus.
So that's nice that he's doing well abroad in Bali. That must be the girlfriend.
Walshy, lad. That's very nice.
That's very nice.
Thank you so much for sending us
and
that.
And there was F. Conheedy.
F. Conheedy.
What was he on about?
Lads, I went down home from the big smoke and I met one of my neighbours and he was asking what I was doing. I explained I was working in Dublin, etc. He was determined to tell me how expensive Dublin is. He'd been there 20 years ago and didn't like it, full of scobes. I later explained to my girlfriend who said, so that's the reverse Dublin compliment.
Oh.
It's the country lad who gives out about Dublin all the time.
Oh, yeah.
No.
So when you say you're in Dublin, he uses that as an opportunity.
Yeah.
I used to live in Dublin and then gives out about it.
Yes, it's the reverse Dublin compliment.
Well,
and he said, I thought you might get laugh, and we did, Conheedy, fair play to you. Best luck with the musical. Thank you very much, Conheedy.
Jesus.
You're a lovely fella.
Who was the other one then?
The other one then is a belter, Ray.
Right.
So this is Kira, Canada. Right? She says...
Is she Canada?
She's living in Canada.
Right.
Kira, how are you keeping? How are things? She said...
How are you doing?
She said, how's things, lads? Just wanted to reach out and say that I'm absolutely loving the podcast with a SH.
All three of them this year.
Yeah. I only discovered it a few months back and have been listening relentlessly since then. Started from the beginning, as you should, and just caught up.
Oh, God.
Now, over a couple of months.
By the way, I would give me left arm to talk to people that do that.
Don't listen to the start.
No, I'd love to talk to someone who binge listens to the whole thing in a month.
To see the progression.
To see what their take on the pair of us, who don't know us.
Yeah. But you know what the thing is, Ray? 73 episodes. We're still talking shite.
Yeah, actually, there's been a good degree of poo talk in this one.
Anyway, I've been living in Canada 5 years now, but I'm originally from Carrow in Sligo, up the road.
Right.
Makes my day to listen to you. Makes me feel like I never left. My colleagues think I'm pure weird, absolutely pissing myself laughing at my desk and work. Keep up the great work. Hope to be home in Sligo later this year for the old Brett Law.
Lovely.
That's the birthday.
Yeah, Brett Law.
Yeah, and might take a trip into Fiddlers to get a look at this Sean's Riley and see what all the fuss is about.
Shh, don't be saying that out in the podcast.
If Kendy is there, all the better. A shout out will be lovely. And remember, that's nice. All the best, Kira.
That's nice.
Kira,
that is nice. Now,
that is. We love you, Kira. Fair play to you.
Fair play to you.
And we're being broadcasted across the water in Canada. Listen, thanks a million, everyone. We'll see you next week when the dust is settled. Kendy might still be here, or he might be already on the way to Hollywood. Right. I heard that Harvey Weinstein fella's all looking for new acts. Isn't he?
No. I heard he had a fall recently. He had a big drop of concussion, so he might be looking for new acts.
No, Harvey's Weinstein. Apparently, it's very easy to get a film with him. I might get in touch with him.
Right.
How are you, Harvey? How are things? What's that? Sing into that. Okay.
Jesus. Right, okay. As long as I hope to God the kids are gone now for this part of the show.
Keep them listening. They should hear us.
Lads, we'll come back next week and we'll have the review of the shenanigans of the week.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
We'll see you then. Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.